spare me a little bit.
Okay, I can see the game on screen now. So...
Alright.
Hi Sega, by the way. Again, we were talking in soundcheck, but hey again. Alright, so we should be fine to go then. So I'm gonna make the countdown. And then
Looks like
we go.
running on a WhitePaaws.
Alright, so I'm gonna count down from 5 and on go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Alright.
Get hyped. This is the first time I stream this game, by the way.
Oh,
Literally
cool.
never done stream of this before. And in very Sunshine fashion, we have a 3-minute unskippable cutscene, so...
with the destruction of our home.
That essentially tells us all the plot of this game. Well, all the beginning context anyway. So essentially, there's this book, it's called the Book of Ages, where a lot of communities and people live in there. And there's this kitty leader, where the leader is called Jinx, and he tries to steal the Book of Ages, and because it has some power or something, I have no idea, honestly. And well, the foxes try to protect the book, but they still manage to steal it and rip out all the pages. And then there's this black hole or something, or some portal that just takes you to, like, all, I don't know, to another, I guess to the places where the people inside the pages live. And you have to get all the pages back.
Ooh, pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty much the base plot. So it's 3D platformers, so generally, like, 3D platformers plot are like the least important thing.
Yep.
But yeah, that's just more or less how it is. Some other facts, I guess, is that this game is actually an expansion of the Super Lucky's Tale, which was released, I don't know, sometime maybe 2016, something like that. And it just adds a few more things, and it's essentially, the new thing is that it's released on the Switch, because the previous version was released on PC and Xbox, and some Xbox console. I think it was Xbox One, anyway.
Pretty cool.
Yep.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yep.
Okay, we got one from Zephocon for $21.04, saying, "Good luck on the run, WhitePaaws."
Thank you. Oh, did we make 4K?
Yes,
That's
we
insane.
did.
Hell, that's so sick. Keep it coming. This is honestly beyond unbelievable how he made the like 2.5K, I think it was, goal. Like,
Yeah, we made it last night.
it was so fast. You're all so kind. That's insane.
Yep. So let's see. So you said we got this beginning cutscene here, and then
Yeah, we're almost there. Don't worry.
Ooh.
We are almost there.
oh, gotcha.
Alright, so essentially we get thrown into the first level. There's hubs, but I guess this first level is just kinda a tutorial-ish level. But we don't really do the tutorial, we just are gonna skip the entire tutorial part by doing a trick called bunk hopping. It's essentially, well, Lucky is the name of the fox, obviously. So, well, yeah. Lucky can dive and burrow, but it's essentially the same button. So ZR is the button, and if you press dive and then spin and then jump, or jump and spin, depending on what you're used to, I guess, you can do this infinite jump towards walls, essentially, and that's what we call bunk hopping, and we can just skip the first section. It's quite nice. It's really nice because that tutorial section is so annoying.
Wow, that is pretty cool.
Yeah. I guess in terms of goals of what you do in this game, each hub has a certain amount of pages you have to collect to open the boss fight. So, well, you have to beat all the boss fights, essentially, to progress. And each main level anyway, has 4 pages that you can collect. They all meet different requirements. So there's like a first page that's for just meeting the main objective of the level. There's a
Okay.
page that's just hidden, like somewhere random in the level. And there's another page that you get by getting 300 paw coins. And the final page is by collecting 5 letters that spell lucky.
Okay, that makes sense. Kind of reminds me of like a mix of like Mario, Banjo Kazooie, and other stuff. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's more or less like a collectathon like that. Has those kind of elements. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never played this game myself, so this is fun to watch.
Alright. Yeah, these first levels of main objective is just to get the heads on the center. There's 3 heads, and yeah, we just route the level to make it as fast as possible and collect the other pages as well.
Gotcha.
Wow.
So we're running the any percent category, correct?
Yep.
Pretty cool. What's your PB in this game?
Oh my gosh, I'm low on coins. I have to get. Give me a second. I'll answer
No
that.
worries.
Alright. That should be good enough. My PV is 105 flat.
Hey, I mean, gotta love it when it's right on the nose like that.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Been trying to go for 104 for the past month or so. I just got stuck with a 10 flat not too long, like a couple of days ago.
All right. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty solid run. I'm not too upset about like being it of the dot. The 104 will happen eventually, so yeah, you're right. It is a 104.60. 104.60 in our hearts. But yeah, for example, right there I collected the hidden page. It's just somewhere random. You have to like a random objective and then you'll get it.
It's cool.
Yeah, just do some bunk hopping here to optimize going around, I guess. I have to collect some extra coins here because I was low. And I need 300, so... okay, 96 should be fine. I didn't get the glitch cycle. Oh well, that should save... or the glitch cycle, the glitch thing. That should save me some time. That never happens because it's actually easier to get the glitch thing than it is to not get it. So, what I mean by that is that sometimes the head area can just despawn. So you have to put down the last head and head farther away to respawn it. It's so dumb. And it loses like 3 seconds. But that didn't happen this run.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
Love this game's art style. So pretty.
Yeah, it's super nice. It's so cute. I saw the art style and I was like, no, I have to play this game. Cute fox, good art style. Yeah, sign me in.
Gotcha. All right.
Not the best first level, but not the worst, so we good.
Awesome.
Alright, so we go to Sky Castle, which is the first hub. As I mentioned before, we need a requirement of pages, which is like that number in the on top of the boss gate. So since we got 4 already, we only need to enter 1 more main level to get the other pages we need.
All right. Pretty cool. Do we got time for a quick donation?
Yep.
Okay. We have a $15 donation from Double Doobill that says, "Good luck on the run, WhitePaaws. Show everyone how amazing this game is." And when's 104?
Today, right now, this run. Thanks, Devil. He's another speedrunner of this game. By the way. I love the Lucky's community so much. It's made me feel so at home, honestly. So I really have to appreciate Lucky's community.
When did you first start running this game?
Not too long ago, actually, like a month, I wanna say. No, a month? No, definitely not. Like a couple of months. Probably sometime in March. But yeah, this is an auto-scroller, kind of side-scroller, I guess. There's really nothing much to this. We just use the dive because it's a little bit faster at times, but that's about it. The thing that would be really bad is if I were to miss a letter or one of those big coins, because then I would have to restart the entire level, but it went well, so...
Alright. Good to hear. Alright. And looks like you got another one there.
Yeah, so essentially how paw coins work is that there's like kind of three types. So there's the small coins which are worth 1, there's the big coins which are worth 10, then some small red diamond, or gem I guess, which is worth I think 25, and then a big blue gem which is worth 50. So obviously depending on that we route levels and gem collection.
Pretty cool.
Also, I somehow lost 2 seconds in that level. I didn't.
So I noticed that
Oh, go ahead.
I noticed that you're running on what looks to be the Japanese version. Is there a? I'm assuming that's a time saver if you run on that version.
I think so. Honestly, well, this game allows you just to switch language.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I honestly saw everyone else doing Japanese. I was like, oh, it must save time. So I'm going off of that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, New Lucky Still is like the expansion released on Switch. Oh yeah, this is the first boss, so it's Mittens. So what we want to do first is just kill those, I guess, possessed statues as fast as possible to reload the next section, or load the next section rather. There's nothing much to it. There's a few things to optimize this fight. It's mostly auto-scroller, but I'll point out like the little optimizations that we do. So when Mittens throws a head that we have to like send back at him, if you're walking or running towards the head, it actually sends it faster. So it's better than staying in place. I don't know why that happens. It must be just it stores momentum or something on the item that you throw back. But yeah, sometimes it feels kind of random because that one was way slower than the first phase, but you know.
I like how they consider this a first boss. It's fun.
Alright, so we are out of the first hub. Second hub is definitely the hardest one. Although my PvE loses a billion years in the third one.
And how many hubs are in this game?
There's 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it will be a remake more so an expansion, but you know. Now we have the introduction to Tess,
That was a close one.
which is this cat that just tries to be to try and create a lot of inventions or something, but they generally go wrong, just like that one.
Cats are mean sometimes.
Meow now. You'll find
All right.
lines.
So now we're gonna see the first introduction of a sub area. These sub areas have only one page, but they're generally decently short. There's two types of sub areas. There's puzzle sub areas, and then there's bowl sub areas. This is a bowl sub area where Lucky gets shrunk into this bowl, and then you have to collect all the coins here.
Sounds fun.
They're actually kind of hard to optimize.
Mm.
Like you miss a coin and then it's over. This one's pretty straightforward, but the second one that I'm gonna do is actually pretty tricky to do fast.
That looks very interesting. Kind of like a mix of like a Super Monkey Ball and like a marble puzzle of sorts. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Actually, when I was playing this game casually, I hated the devil levels afterwards because there were some of them that were so hard.
Oh, I can imagine.
And I was like, how is this in a kid's video game?
Don't ask questions that you're not willing to get the answers to.
It just kind of reminds me of there's this Crash game. It's because I'm mostly like a Crash Bandicoot runner, right? There's a Crash game called The Wrath of Cortex, and it has also ball levels, so it just makes me think of that. Alright, so this next level... Okay. Some of the levels in this game are very cycle heavy, which means there's some cycles that I have to catch to be fast. And if you miss them, it doesn't matter how fast you go, well, they're essentially going to lose like the same amount of time. And this level has a cycle that I mean, I already messed up, so I'm probably not going to catch it. It's kind of tight. Yeah, there's no way. Ah. Yeah, there's no way I'm catching the cycle creep. Well, but yeah, game's very cycle heavy, so which means you have to be fast enough to be able to catch some cycles and stuff to save time. We'll see. It may be close to getting it actually. Nah, no way. Yeah, I'm gonna get hit here. Well. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. As long as I don't die. Because dying would be way worse. 100% runs. I think record is like 330 or something. Yeah, there goes the K. So that's the cycle that I wanted to catch. So I didn't have to wait. If I had gotten the K here on the cycle I wanted, I would have saved around 7 seconds or so. So, well, it's a hard cycle. So not too bummed about missing it, but, you know. Just putting it out there. But there's that strat. Thankfully, all of the cycles in this game are local, which means they start once you enter a level, instead of there being global like another game I run at Crash Bandicoot. Global cycles would mean they're working all the time. So if you mess up one level, you screw up the cycles for the next level. It's super annoying. It's not the case here.
All right.
All right. So next up, there's another level that has a very tight cycle to catch. I'd say it's even harder than the one I just tried to do and failed. So if I get this, it'll totally make up. I say it's harder just because, like, the K letter in the previous one was just sorta in the middle of the level, while in this one, the cycle you have to catch is at the end.
Mm.
So it makes it
Makes
so you
sense.
have to, yeah, you have to play the level really, really well. Death Abuse there, it's a little bit faster just to warp after Death Abuse into the beginning. Okay, good start.
Really liking these 2D sections.
Yeah, actually, I think this was the part of the game I enjoyed the most when I played it casually, just the 2D sections. Well, I missed that coin, but thankfully there's a backup later on in the level. The coin route for this level in particular is kinda tight, so you do have to be pretty careful. Oh man. Okay, that was... Die! Well, that didn't go as well as I would have liked. That's fine. Oh. Just don't die. Lucky. Yeah, I messed up in that sub area pretty bad, so I don't think I'm gonna catch it. It's fine though. I'll point out the cycle that I wanted to catch when I get to it.
Liking the moves that Lucky has in this game. It looks like he's pretty. I love. He's got a cool move set.
Actually,
Sorry.
long coins. I was like, wait, 91 is not good. Well, that costed me like an extra cycle right there.
Gotcha.
I was like thinking, 91? Yeah, no, I need 94 at least. Entering this last section. So I had to go back to get some coins. I mean, it's better than that losing, you know, 3 minutes or something to just not getting a page accidentally. Yeah, Lucky's cute fox.
The way he kind of spins through the air reminds me of Dixie Kong a little bit.
Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, I can see the resemblance for sure. Alright, so next up I have another sub area. This is the last ball sub area I do, thankfully. As I mentioned before, this one's kinda tricky to optimize.
Like in the next Donkey Kong Country game, have Lucky in it. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, add Lucky as a canon character in Donkey Kong. Hell yeah.
Yowgrats.
Yeah, it looks like he would fit right in.
True. Well, I'm bad, so I missed that coin. That's fine. But yeah, see how these levels like laid out compared to the previous one? It's so much more awkward to get the coins.
Are you sure we're not suddenly playing Breath of the Wild all of a sudden?
Maybe. I cannot promise we're not.
All right.
Yo finds Kerbal.
Alright. So now that we are done collecting the pages in this hub, we move on to the next boss fight. Probably... Actually, I don't know. It's between this and the final boss, which is the harder one to optimize. Probably a final boss is harder, but this one's a close second. I'll explain why in a second, just when I get to it. But yeah, essentially diving, something that I haven't touched, but like you probably see me diving a lot, so yeah, diving is the fastest way of
Makes
movement.
sense.
Yeah, diving and borrowing and I guess sliding, which are all done with the same button. And so ZR in the Pro controller, which is what I'm using to play this game, is your best
Nice.
friend.
Hey, Tess! Yeah,
Alright. Skip this cutscene right here. And this fight has 3 phases. Cutscene, right? The text box I meant. Oh wow. The lag kinda dropped my spin input. That's okay, I recovered. Sometimes this game has that issue for some reason. It just kinda like has some lag spots and it drops inputs and it's kinda annoying. I don't know. The first optimization is killing these bees as fast as possible. If you mess up even once, Tess actually takes longer to appear. It's so weird. Why? Like, I'm not sure what causes the animation to just take longer, but... or to come forward, rather, but... yeah. It's not the case with these second bees, though. If you mess up in those second bees, Tess just comes forward at this, like... as soon as you defeat them. So yeah, I don't know why that happens. The second optimization is right here. You have to get these levers as fast as possible, and if you do it well, it should skip an animation. I think that should be good enough. Yeah, there we go. So those levers go back down immediately. And it skips having to wait like 3 seconds.
Nice.
So that fight went pretty well, except for like the dropped input. But good. All right. So we're going to the third hub, which is where the jetties that it used to be violent or something are not violent anymore, and they do yoga instead.
Huh? Oh.
They used to do like some wrestling, I think. And they were like, no, this is not the answer, we're doing yoga. And this is the third boss fight. General Buttons. And Fluff and Stuff. Best name, by the way.
Love it. General Buns, a Lieutenant Fluff and Stuff. That's a combo. I love that.
It's pretty good.
So cute. So cute.
Alright. So I'm gonna enter another sub-area. This is the first puzzle sub-area, but we actually don't see the puzzle. We're just gonna skip it. Thankfully, using bunk hopping, you can just skip this entire area. I remember playing this game casually because I was trying to 100% it. I actually had some trouble with some of the puzzles in the game. Like I would get stuck in them pretty hard. But the fact that you can just
Wow.
do that is quite nice.
He just hovered over that thing and just was like, I'm out of here.
Yep.
Love it.
Kind of makes me feel bad for the statue thing head. He's like, oh, I've prepared these puzzles for you in my free time, and you just keep them.
Yep.
This is so sad. Can we get 1 like? Or 50?
Just a friendly reminder, you can type donate in the chat to get the link to donate for the cause for this marathon or global charity giving. And you can also put in towards any incentives that we'll have later in the marathon.
Reminder to donate is for a great cause. And we're already so close to the second goal too. It's insane. Keep it coming. Yeah, I got a text box there. It doesn't happen very often. It just happens when you manage to land. More or less at the same time you collect the page. It just triggers. It's pretty silly. I'm glad I got it. It's kind of silly thing to show off. All right. This level also has a cycle. There's one at the beginning, but it's honestly not too bad. Even if you miss it, there's a backup that doesn't lose time. So this should be good to catch it though. Yeah. So this melon cycle right here. I'm honestly more used to missing it than catching it, so that's why I got hit. I'm like so surprised sometimes when I get it.
You say that there's a cycle in this level? Do they call it the melon cycle?
No, there's just a skip at the end of this level. I'm actually debating whether I'll do it or not. My PV does it, but it's still kind of random to me. Like I don't still fully understand it. So like my consistency with it is like 50-50. That's no good. I need that page. Go back in. There we go. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'll do it. Just because if I fail it, I lose like 40 seconds. It's pretty punishing. Yeah, okay. I lost like 2 cycles, I think, to doing the page mistake. That's alright though. Just gotta do the melon strat. No, there's no way this is gonna be the 104 now. This is so sad. I'm like 20 seconds behind my PV.
Thank you, Pilot Cheb is rating us. Awesome. Let's go.
Oh, welcome, Raiders. They're just in time to see more of the fastest first marathon, which has been pretty hype.
Oh, this has been a wonderful marathon so far.
Yep. Alright, should I try this try or not? Heck it, I'm going for it. For the fans. No! That was so dumb. Oh my god. I regret everything. Yeah, that strat actually saves like 4 seconds. You lose like 40 if you fail it. Good job, me. It's fine, I had to try to show it off. It's pretty cool. So the intended strat there is... you wait for the melon to roll back. But it's slow, so the fastest way is to bonk hop off that watermelon. The problem is that That watermelon has such a weird collision, I guess. So bone hopping on it is super strange. I thought I was gonna save it, honestly, but I still missed it, which is kind of a shame. But oh well, I tried. Actually, when I was playing this game casually, I didn't know the intended strat was to wait. I would just go for the letter and die. As long as this seems, this can maybe still 105, even with that mistake. We'll see. I'll have to play pretty well from here on out to go kill at 105. Alright, so this is another side-scroller kind of level. Just get the coins, get the letters, and we out.
Pretty cool. Just as a reminder, Team Fastest Furs, we are a group of furry speedrunners dedicated to building a strong community and using our powers for good. Our community is welcoming and open to all, and if you're interested in learning more about us, you can type in the chat, you can learn about our Discord, you can go to the Twitter, and you can come join us and see what we're all about, hosting 2 speedrun marathons a year.
Pretty hype. Alright, so we out of that level. Oops, alright. Actually, my PV loses time in the next boss. Yeah, that's right, because I'm dumb. Essentially, the next boss fight has a very small optimization that's kind of hard to do properly anyway. What I mean by that is that it's something barely noticeable, but if you spin on enemies, the game kind of lags a little bit. But if you jump on them, the game just doesn't lag. And the next boss fight spawns a lot of aerial enemies. So the fastest way of killing them is by jumping on them, but it's kinda tricky.
Okay, that makes sense. You don't want to spin on them if you don't have to. You want to jump instead. Gotcha.
Yeah. The biggest issue is that if you miss one of the enemies, it just flies away and throws bombs at you, and you lose so much time, and that's what my PV did. Oops. It saves roughly around a second and a half, maybe if you do it well. But yeah, it's minimal time save. I probably won't do it this run just to kind of make up for failing the previous strat. Or maybe I'll try to show off one. Why not? Alright, so this fight is very dumb because you can just go out of bounds. There's an invisible wall, and then you can just sit out of bounds and not have to worry about anything.
Oh, that. Love it.
It's the close up to Lucky.
Hi, Lucky.
Alright. We sent back the bomb. That's actually really bad luck. See, I tried to jump on the thing, but like I missed it, so they just went back or went out of into like the middle and threw a bomb. But that bomb that blew up the platform towards the center was really unlucky because some of the enemies spawn in there. So I actually have to be extra careful now. Alright, so the camera messed up for some reason. And oh, well, no, never mind. There's the close-up. Now you can see Fluff and Stuff and Mittens in the background as well. Fluff and Stuff looks so derpy, I love him.
Is he standing on like what looks like an invisible platform of sorts? That's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
I love that. That face is just adorable. Oh my goodness.
Nah, keep screwing this up. There we go, I jumped on one, let's go. Can I get some hype?
Hype?
Alright. That's all the enemies I needed to kill. And we're back here. For a last time. I missed the... What is the special thing in the second phase? I have no idea. Oh, does it? I had no idea! Why did I not know this? I had no idea that Fireball spelled that. Well, now I know for future reference. Alright, and that's phase 3. And we're done.
Awesome. I love how he just stands there and just all that stuff just comes by and he's just like, we're not gonna do any of that. This is
Yep. It makes me wonder though, because in the next boss fight, they made it so you cannot go out of bounds. I think it's the only spot I know of anyway in the game where if you go out of bounds, the game just outright kills you. Like, it doesn't remove health or anything, it just kills you.
Oh no.
Which is really strange. Like, almost makes it seem that they knew there was an out of bounds there.
Probably just left it in and forgot about it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Lucky knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. Love it.
Alright, so this is Lady M. So this island, or Lady M is terrorizing the island with, listen to this, bad music. The worst form of terror. So there's essentially a lot of speakers around the island that just put bad music, and it kind of like warps the people's mind and they have to dance or something forever.
Oh no, not the infinite dancing.
Alright,
Can't think of
another
anything worse. Can't think of anything worse than that.
impossible. You'd be so tired after an infinite dance. Yeah, I honestly like the music in the boss fight. Honestly, I think it's good. You'll listen to it when I get there. But yeah, there's another sub area. I'm gonna do another one next, and that'll be everything for sub areas. For some reason, they went from what was it, 10? They went from 10 pages in Hub 3 to 6 in Hub 4 as a requirement, which is really strange to me. Almost as if like the developers were like, oh well, they've already made it this far, let's just make the Hub 4 short or something, I don't know. This was the original oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, it's, okay, so it's one of those where like, okay, we got a new DLC, but yeah, let's just remake the rest of the game while we're at it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Alright. So we're entering up next 3 cannons. I think this is the hardest level in the game, honestly. At least for me. It's so hard to do optimal. Because there's a lot of cycles and stuff you have to catch. Alright. Get these coins as fast as possible. Okay, so there's 2 ways of going at it at this level. There's an out of bounds that I don't do just because I honestly think it's not faster or it goes or it breaks equal. Or even rather with the normal cycles strat. Well, I missed that. I mean, that's not a big deal. Just loses like 3 seconds. No, not even 3, probably like 2.
So bonk hopping was only is only able to be done in this game. That's pretty cool. Gotta love when they do a remake and it's like, oh wait, there's some new broken stuff we can do.
Yeah, there's an out of bounds. You can go out of bounds here, up there, but considering that you have to go back for this letter, I don't think it's faster. It probably just breaks even with going the normal way.
What's the world record in this category?
105 flat. It's my
Okay.
PV, but
Oh, okay, so you're the world record holder. Awesome.
yeah, hopefully 104 will happen soonish. Which for now is the 105 flat. Which I think it's a good run anyway. Just a little shy of the main goal. There's a glitch that can happen here. Yeah, okay. Good that happened so I can show it off. So essentially if you enter at the same time, the letter goes to the up right corner. Or the page goes to the up right corner, it locks the camera for some reason inside. So it's either you want to do it too fast or wait. I generally go for it too fast. I normally don't have that issue, but yeah, it's there. How did that happen? I wanted to jump on the on the enemy. All right. Can I get in there, please? I got sniped. This
Oh
is so
no.
Poor Lucky just got freaking sniped by a bullet. That's mean.
No.
But yeah, you can probably tell why I say that's the hardest level in the game. There's so much stuff that can go wrong. So this is RIP 105. I can still get a lowish 106, so that's fine. But whatever. 106 is still good. So since this only required 6 pages, we're going to late EM already. It's a pretty short hub overall.
Gotcha. Just as a reminder, we still have a few incentives that we can go for. Just if you'd like to donate towards those incentives, you can just type in the chat, and it'll pull up the link that you can donate.
Yep.
We want to get towards our goal to. I want to see us hit 5,000 before the end of today. I think we can do that.
I think so too. So keep donations coming, and let's meet up those incentive goals that the runners have also prepared for us. All right. So this is probably the most auto-scroller fight in the game. There's this dance area, and you just have to avoid these lasers. Honestly, casually, this fight is kind of tough, especially towards the third phase, because it just kind of becomes a bullet hell. You have to dodge so many things. Alright. Yeah, I just need to know when she's gonna stop using the lasers so you can hit her as early as possible. That's how you essentially save time.
And we got Indie Alpaca raiding us.
Hell yeah. Thank
Awesome.
you, Indy.
Thank you, Indy.
But yeah, as I mentioned before, you cannot go out of bounds in this fight because it just outright kills you. It's so dumb. But that's just how it is. But yeah, first phase it was just dodging the laser. Second phase you have to dodge the floor as well. In the third phase it's like you'll see. Oh, there's something silly you can do with this statues. You can just jump on it. I'm so sorry, statue thing. And there's just these stars in the air for a little bit. It's kind of silly. But yeah, I'm gonna do bonk hopping here, so I don't, especially because I got hit once already. I don't want to die. And yeah, I have to do it low, just because, as I said before, if you go out of bounds, you die. So just keep the bonk load low. Alright, we are out.
Awesome. Love the aesthetic of that fight. That was cool.
Yeah, I really like that fight too. I mostly like the boss fights in this game. I think they fit their characters pretty well.
Oh, I'm loving this so far. I've never seen this game before, so this is quite a treat for me.
It's a very fun game. I want to pick up other categories. There's like 4, I think, in the main boards. The other one I want to pick up is all main levels, maybe in the future.
Pretty cool.
100% is a little bit too long for me, since it's over 3 hours. I mean, it can probably be optimized to be lower, but still, don't really have the time to do a 3-hour category right now. Alright, so we're entering... Yeah, okay, 5. Oh yeah, and G+, that's right. Completely forgot about that one. But yeah, entering this level, this is the second 3D level I'm gonna do, and the last one, essentially, and just because I have to. So how this final hub works is you only need 4 pages, right? But you like what the developers intended is for you to do every level, at least like get the main objective in every level, and there's 4 of them. But later on, it's where bong hopping magic happens, and you'll see what I mean. But for now, I'm not gonna spoil it. You only need 4 pages, that's all you need to know. There's a skip right at the beginning here. Oh wow, I got it really fast. Just skip a cutscene. You still have to trigger it anyway, but just later. There's also an animation skip that you can do. Let's see if I can get it. I got it, nice. Okay, so if you step on the last how would you call that? Those cars that just crash against one another. Actually, I don't know how that would be called in English. But anyway, if you just stand on the last one, there's a chance you can skip the last animation, which is quite nice. It saves like 2 seconds or so.
Pretty cool.
Bumper cars, yeah, that's what it is. I was trying to think of the word in my head, but it just didn't come up to me. English is impossible. Yeah, my main language is Spanish for anyone that's wondering, because I'm from South America, Colombia. Wow, let's just not die here. I'm gonna take it safe and get this heart, because I really don't want to die. So nice, got this shot there. Alright, sweet, that was pretty solid besides the first part. Ah! Go! This was actually a really good level. Probably one of the best levels in this run so far. It's quite solid, I got pretty much everything. Alright, now this is the cutscene you would get at the beginning that we skipped. It's just slightly faster to trigger it later. It's maybe like a 2-second time save or something.
Pretty cool.
Alright. So we only get 2 of the pages there. We only have to do 2 levels in this hub, so it's this and then a train level coming up. So we have to get 2 pages here and 2 pages in that one. That's it, and then we'll be going to the final boss.
Awesome. Just a fun reminder, if you want to catch this or any other runs that you might have missed during the marathon, be sure to check out the Fastest Furs YouTube channel, where shortly after the marathon, all the runs will be uploaded. So, in case any you missed, you can go back and watch them.
Yep. Alright. This is probably one of the shortest levels in the game, which is kinda nice. Just to have at the end, I guess. Unless you do mistakes. Well, thankfully I didn't get hit there. That would have been scary if I did. I messed up the movement at the beginning, so I had to take it a little bit safe. Oh man. You can go out of bounds here. Thankfully checkpoints give you all your health back, so you don't have to worry about dying a lot of the time, especially in this sort of level, I guess.
It's convenient.
Okay, that was interesting movement. Yeah, it was shaky, but it's alright. We made it out in one piece. Okay, so last thing that we have to do in this run before the final boss. I mentioned before how the developers intended you to go into 4 levels. Well, thanks to bunk hopping, we can do something that's called a Huntingham skip, and you can skip the last 2 levels. It's a fairly tricky skip because there's something I haven't mentioned, but it's mostly useful for this trick, and it's called neutral bunk hopping. What this means is that generally, for a lot of bunk hoppings, you may just be pressing forward or against the wall while doing the bunk hop, right? But for this one in particular, you have to let go of the analog stick once you hit the wall. So over here, I'm gonna like go to this wall, let off the analog stick, and then hold it back in whenever I want to go into the wall again. So it's a very timing trick heavy thing.
Oh,
Essentially,
wow.
yeah, essentially why you have to do that is because this wall is kinda irregular. So it makes it so it's not like it's not like 90 degrees, right? There's multiple bumps and stuff, and going neutral puts you farther away from the wall than if you were holding towards the wall, obviously. So going neutral allows you to do that, and it allows that to get you that skip. Otherwise, it would just eat your input. Also, I got an animation skip right there.
Nice.
Which allows me to enter the boss fight earlier.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a very, very cool trick. It's kind of tricky to learn at first. I didn't have that much of an issue with it, just because I run another game that has a similar tech, which is called Crash 2 and Crash 3, I guess.
How'd you get into the book?
And they also have neutral stuff tech, so it wasn't that hard for me to get down, but definitely tricky. The first like month or so, I kept failing that skip at times, and I kept killing PVs to it, because if you fail it, you lose like 40. And now we're entering Jinx, final boss of the game. It's around a 5-minute fight, roughly. There's a few optimizations that you can do, and the last phase is actually quite hard to optimize. But I'm gonna be doing a thing called dive chains. So essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up, when I can hit the boss, I'm gonna set him up so I can do 3 dive chains in a row, and I can just hit him all 3 times that I need to in each phase. Or, well, in phase 1 and 2, I guess. 3 phase has more hits. But, yeah. You'll see what I mean when I do it.
This has been an entertaining run so far.
Yeah. Alright, so just have to let him go all the way to the back, then I also have to jump a little bit back, and then I can do the dive chain. Right there. It's kind of tricky at first, but once you understand how it works, it's not too bad. It's just the 3rd phase that's actually a little bit tricky to do. Without that death, it would have been like a 105 4x, I think, without death in the melon level. That's sick, honestly. This has been a pretty good run for Resetless. Marathonish style. So yeah, now that we're getting to the end of the run, I also want to to thank the fastest first staff and everyone involved in this marathon to also like let me run this game. I really wanted to run this game. It hasn't had too many marathons showcases, and I think it's a very cool chill game to pick up, so I definitely wanted to show it off. So definitely thanks to the staff for it, and also to just putting in such an amazing event for such a good cause. Reminder to everyone to stay safe out there.
Exactly. Yeah, this run, our charity Global Giving is the charity for this event. You can type down in the chat below. You can get the link to go donate towards the charity, and you can put it towards any of our incentives.
Okay, I was a little bit sketchy. Good. That's when my PV messes up the third phase pretty bad. That was perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better fight.
Oh wow, nice.
That almost made me get a 105. That's insane. I'm gonna get like a 106 0x. And time.
All right.
Do you wanna know how much time I saved in that final boss to my PV? 7 seconds. That's insane.
Wow.
That's
All right.
insane. That's a really good note to end the run in.
Wow. Congrats on that.
But yeah, again, want to thank everyone, and also special thanks to Sega here, helping me
thank
out
you.
with the host. I know
Hey,
it's
no
no
problem.
easy job to host this kind of marathon, so you did a great job too.
In the end,
Oh, thank you. I'm
the impossible.
first time doing it. I decided to volunteer to do it, so I'm happy to have caught this run, and I had a chance to see it. I'm very interested in this game now.
Yeah, if anyone wants to pick up this game, there's a Discord in the speedrun.com website. You can go in there, and we're more than happy to have new runners too.
Awesome.
Last things before stopping are, since this is Pride Month, also happy Pride to everyone, and Black Lives Matter. That's the last thing I wanted to say.
All right then. Well, thank you to WhitePaaws for his wonderful run of New Super Lucky's Tale. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Hope everyone enjoyed that.
Thank you for having me, and we're going to the next round, which is Kirby. It's a Kirby game. I said I was going.
Yep, we're gonna be having Kirby's Dream Land coming up next.
Yeah, so I stay tuned for that. It'll be pretty cool, like the rest of the marathon has been.
All right.